Hello and welcome to another edition of Orion at Your Library. I'm your host, Jessi Agnew. On today's episode, we'll speak with Volunteer Coordinator Lori McGarry about summer volunteer opportunities. We'll also talk with the Head of Youth Services, Deb Reefer, about upcoming book launch party for local author Matt Faulkner. And finally, we'll sit down with the Library Director, Karen Knox, for our monthly conversation. All this plus more about upcoming events. You're watching Orion at Your Library. Stay tuned. The Orion Public Library has a wonderful staff, but did you know that they rely heavily on volunteers in the community? We caught up with Volunteer Coordinator Lori McGarry and asked her about some upcoming opportunities to get involved. Take a look. Hi, I'm Jessi Agnew here with Lori McGarry, the Volunteer Coordinator of the Orion Township Library. How are you doing today, Lori?
Great. How are you?
Great. It's good to have you on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
So what's been going on here lately with the volunteer program?
Well, we've had a busy few months. We had our annual Volunteer Appreciation Luncheon, which was held on April 16th, and we had over 70 volunteers that attended. This included not only our volunteers, but our board members and our library, Friends of the Library board members, and our staff, which was a great turnout. We had the Lake Orion High School 5-piece band ensemble here to entertain them. We had a great lunch, and we honored each of them with a certificate, and also had a little surprise. We had a baseball theme, which is kind of going along with the community baseball theme, and one of our lucky volunteers won 2 tickets to a Tigers game. In addition, we just had 6 of our teen volunteers that were honored at the Orion Area Youth Assistance Awards last week. And these are teens that have gone way above and beyond their community service requirements for high school. They volunteer at the library so much and are such a great help here at the library.
So what are some upcoming volunteer needs for the summer?
Well, summer is always a busy time for volunteers, and this is the time that we really utilize our teen volunteers because, of course, they're off of school and they're looking to fulfill all those volunteer hours here at the library. So we have our summer reading kickoff, which is a very large family event. It's held outside here at the library, and we need many, many volunteers to help with setup, cleanup during the event. We have food and music and activities, and this year our theme is a science theme, so we're having a lot of science-related activities. We're even having the Lake Orion High School robotics team come for a demonstration. So our teen volunteers are crucial to the success of the program. So we have 2 shifts that we need volunteers for. 9 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 7th is for setup, and then 10:30 till about 2:30 is for help during the event and cleanup. So those are that's a major event that we need help with. The other event, our summer kind of youth and teen programs that we have available too, and these are run by our summer youth librarian and the teen librarian. And there's different science-related programs, Lego at the library, neon glow art. These are just a few of the programs that we need help with. The librarians run the programs, but the teens are also responsible for lending a helping hand. So all of those activities are things that we need help with. If they want to volunteer, they can go to our website at orionlibrary.org and apply there if they want to apply and be a new volunteer, or if they're a current volunteer, they can just contact me directly here at the library.
Thanks again for being on the show today, Lori. It's been great to have you.
Thanks for having me. It was great to see you.
Current volunteers can call or email Lori McGarry directly to be added to the volunteer schedule for their choice of days and times. If you are interested in joining the volunteer team, visit orionlibrary.org and click on the Become a Volunteer tab. There you can fill out an online application. The library offers many great resources for local history buffs. We caught up with the Head of Adult Services, Beth Sheridan, to discuss the new digital image collection. I'm here with Head of Adult Services, Beth Sheridan. Thank you so much for being on the show, Beth.
You're welcome.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about the digital image collection?
Okay, well, it's a new part of our website, and it's on the local history page of our website, and we're trying to provide pictures that people can access from home about Lake Orion's history. Right now we have the historical cottage image gallery, and it's a series of pictures of cottages on Lake Orion, historic cottages. We are also working on we're working on several, but the one we're working on right now is the Lake Orion storm of April 2014. So we're asking local people to submit photos to us to be included in that, and then it'll always be there so kids 50 years from now can see what happened in Lake Orion in April of 2014.
Right, so if people are interested in submitting photos, how would they go about doing that?
Well, there's a link on the local history page of our website, which is under research, and then it says genealogy and local history. There's also right on the main page right now, there's a little slide about it that has a picture of the storm that you can click and just upload your photos right to our website.
Well, thanks so much for being on the show today. It was a pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you for having us. And I just want to mention to anybody watching that if you are interested at all in Lake Orion history, look at the photos on our page, and if you can't find it, give us a call and we can show you how to get there.
The digital image collection is just one of the many ways to get involved at the library. Here are some other upcoming adult programs you can participate in. There is the Orion Newcomers and Neighbors Club, which is the first Monday of each month at 7 p.m. There is also Book Bingo, Monday, May 12th at 7 p.m. On top of that, there is also the English as a Second Language Conversation Group, Tuesdays 10:30 a.m. till 11:30 a.m.
Orion Township Fire Millage by the numbers. The 2013 call volume was over 2,010 calls, with 2014 showing an increase of close to 2,400 calls. This trend will only rise with the increase in building and population growth. The Orion Township Fire Millage is used strictly to provide EMS and fire protection services to its citizens. No other monies are generated to offset costs. In 2013, the stations were unmanned over 11,088 hours, which slows response time by 5 to 6 minutes. The average age of first response equipment is nearing 18 years old. An aerial device is 38 years old, with personal equipment past the useful life for maximum protection. In 1960, the existing millage was set at 1 mil and rolled back to 0.98 mils in 1979. This rate has not changed since that time. Be sure to vote on August 5th, 2014.
The Youth Services Department offers many great programs for children of all ages. Here is Deb with some information about the upcoming event with Matt Faulkner here at the library. Hi, I'm Jessi Agnew here with Deb of Youth Services at Lake Orion Public Library. How are you doing today, Deb?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Now, you mentioned that you have some pretty awesome events coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Well, I'm really excited to say that on May 31st, on a Saturday, we have the author, Matt Faulkner. He is a local author. He lives in town, and he is actually quite famous. He has written many books. One of them is Black Belt. Another one is The Pirate Meets the Queen, which has been used in past battles. And he's also won awards for his picture book, A Taste of Colored Water. But the one that we're excited about, the one that he's going to talk about this Saturday coming up on May 31st, is Gaijin. And this is a family story that talks about his family during World War II when one of his relatives had to go to a concentration camp because he was half Japanese. I do believe that people in the community will find this an exciting read.
Now, does he illustrate his own books?
He does. His background is in illustration. He illustrates for other authors, and so with this book, he's combined his great writing skills with his drawing skills.
And what a great way to end the month with Matt Faulkner coming into the Orion Library. Thank you for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Here are some other upcoming youth events for you to enjoy. On Wednesday, May 21st, there will be a puppet show at 10 a.m., and on Tuesday, June 24th at 2:30 p.m. There will also be Mutt Club Leader Dog at the library on Saturday, June 14th at 2 p.m. Learn from Rick Mares and his dog Gizmo about the story of the Leader Dog program that matches dogs with people with limited vision. Rick has lots of great stories about life with a leader dog. With the holidays right around the corner, we talked with the head of support services, Martha Lee, about how to make dropping off your materials smoother. I'm here with the head of support services, Martha Lee. Thank you so much for being on the show, Martha.
Thank you for coming.
I was just going to talk to us a little bit about the proper way to drop off materials at the library.
Well, do bring your materials back to the library. We like to have our things brought back so other people can use them again. If we're open, you're welcome to come right through the door, drop them off at the circulation desk, and we'll get them checked in and off your record and ready for somebody else. If you don't feel like coming in, we do have a drop box here on the side of the building. We have another drop box out in the parking lot. You can just drive up, put it down the chute, and let it go and drive on off again. So those are some options for you. The outside drop boxes are open every day, 24 hours a day, even on the holidays. Staff will empty the outside drop boxes every 2 hours. We do come in on holidays to empty the drop boxes as well. Some things to watch out for: if the outside drop box is full, and that sometimes happens on the holidays, don't jam your things into the drop box. If you can reach in and pull that out of the drop box, then the next person who comes up can reach in and pull that out of the drop box before we have a chance to check it in. And that means it's still on your record and we don't have it at the library, and you're responsible for it because we don't know what happened to it. So if the one in the parking lot is full, come up to the one on the side of the building and put it down in the building. That one is never full, so you'll be in good shape. The other thing that we ask is do check and make sure that the discs are inside. So if you have a DVD, is the DVD still in the case, or did you forget it at home? So just take a quick look, make sure that you're returning everything intact. Check your books to make sure that you haven't left a personal item in there. We find all kinds of things in books. I found someone's parking ticket in a book. We find prescriptions in books. We find pictures of the grandkids in books. And usually we don't know who these belong to, so it's just lost to you. So do check and make sure what you're putting in the drop box is what you want to go in the drop box. We also ask that you not put donations in the drop box. We love getting your donations. The Friends of the Library very much appreciate it. But we don't know if you meant to put it in the drop box. So when I got that family Bible in the drop box, I held on to it because it looked special, but it could have ended up in the book sale. So or if you put a lot of donations in the book drop, it fills it up and then people can't return the materials. So just put things that belong to the library in there. If you can fit it in the box, it can go in the box. So if you can fit the puppet in there, put the puppet in there. We're fine. We don't limit you. It's there for your convenience.
Well, thank you, Martha. That was a lot of really good information. Thanks again for being on the show today.
Well, thank you for coming.
Support Services would also like to make patrons aware they can place holds on materials they are interested in by visiting orionlibrary.org or by calling the reference desk at 248-693-3000.
Hi, my name is Ed Ratzenberger. The Orion Center has a Seniors Advisory Council. It is a group of 12 people who volunteer to help the Orion Center staff with their efforts to provide the programs and services of the Orion Center for the seniors of our community. The center would like your assistance in order to help determine the activities and services that seniors prefer. The center is a comfortable and enjoyable place for you to visit, to meet with your friends, and to make new friends. You're welcome to provide your suggestions for activities and services, for your general observations, for your complaints, and for your positive comments. If you would like to give your thoughts to the Advisory Council, please stop by the Orion Center and deposit your comments in one of the boxes that the Advisory Council has made available. If you want to include your contact information, we will respond to you within a few days. Or if you prefer, we also welcome and value anonymous comments. All contributions will be discussed. We hope you will respond, and we thank you in advance for your help. It is a pleasant place to enjoy and does not cost a penny to be a member. Membership in the seniors group is free. Thank you for your time. We look forward to hearing from you and to meeting you. Take care.
We'll end our program today with our monthly conversation with Library Director Karen Knox. So I'm here with Karen Knox, the Library Director. Thank you for being on the show, Karen.
Sure, thanks for having me.
So the summer reading program kicks off on June 7th. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, so our big kickoff is coming up on June 7th, and what we're going to do is have a great event happening actually right out behind the library here. We're going to have some tents set up and have some activities for all ages, so it'll be a real fun day. Hopefully the weather will cooperate with us too. And we're going to have some food and some games and some crafts. And the whole point of it is to get people to come to the library and sign up for our summer reading program, which will be going on as well that day. And so the summer reading program, we actually have 3 different programs for different age groups. So we have a program for the kids, and the theme of the kids program is Fizz Boom Read. So that's kind of science-oriented. They're all science-oriented, but that's how they're naming the youth one. And for teens, it's called Spark a Reaction. And then for adults, it's called Literary Elements. So there's different goals with the program for reading along the way, and you can be eligible to win prizes if you complete certain reading goals throughout the summer. And reading can be done whether you're using a print book or you're reading an ebook or maybe you listen to an audiobook. All of that counts. It's whatever format you wish to read in. So it's going to be a lot of fun throughout the summer. We have different programs scheduled, and then back when we get to August is when things all tie up at the end. But there's lots of stuff going on between now and then.
Well, that all sounds really great. Can you tell me how people can get some more information about the event?
Absolutely. You can come to the library at any point, but we actually just mailed out our latest issue of the Library Link, and these should have been in everybody's mailbox at home last week. And right on the front cover is all the information that's about our kickoff program and the different actual summer reading programs that are happening. It's also all on our website at orionlibrary.org. There's going to be lots of links up there for summer reading as we get closer. It's not quite up there yet. Otherwise, just come by on June 7th and check it out. Check out what we've got going on.
Well, thank you again for being on the show. We look forward to seeing you again next month.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks again for joining us for this edition of Orion at Your Library. I'm your host, Jessi Agnew. Thank you for watching.